Caitlin Clark, the Iowa Hawkeyes sharpshooting superstar, has redefined women's basketball with her electrifying performances and record-breaking stats. From logo-range three-pointers to clutch plays in high-stakes games, Clark has cemented herself as a generational talent. But with great fame comes great scrutiny, and Clark's career is littered with moments so controversial they've sparked debates, divided fans, and even threatened to overshadow the game itself. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around for these stories because they're absolutely wild. 1. The technical foul that rocked the 2023 National Championship.
Well, Ryan, they're excited for Jasmine Carson because she was 4 of 25 from 3 in March.
Wow, a foul just called.
In the 2023 NC Women's National Championship game, Iowa faced LSU in a thrilling showdown. Clark was on fire, dropping 41 points, including 9 three-pointers. But just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, a referee's call changed everything. Late in the game, Clark was whistled for a technical foul after casually tossing the ball behind her back during a dead ball moment. Fans erupted, with many calling it one of the worst officiating decisions in championship history. Social media exploded, with posts claiming the refs were trying to ruin the game. The technical foul was seen as excessively punitive for a minor gesture, especially in a high-stakes game. Critics argued it unfairly shifted momentum toward LSU, who won 94-87. Iowa supporters felt Clark was unfairly targeted due to her fiery demeanor, while others defended the call, citing her need to control her emotions. The call didn't just spark fan outrage, it fueled discussions about inconsistent officiating in women's basketball and whether star players like Clark face harsher scrutiny. And here's where it gets even crazier. This moment set the stage for Clark's reputation as a lightning rod for controversy. 2. The Chennedy Carter bump that ignited a firestorm. Fast forward to June 1st, 2024, when Clark, now a rookie with the Indiana Fever, faced the Chicago Sky in the WNBA. In a play that had everyone talking, Chicago's Chennedy Carter body-checked Clark to the ground during an inbound play, earning a common foul. Clark, visibly frustrated, told ESPN, "That's not a basketball play." The incident went viral, with ex-posts amplifying the drama and accusing Carter of dirty play. The foul wasn't upgraded to a flagrant despite appearing intentional, prompting debates about player safety and whether Clark, as a high-profile rookie, was being targeted. Some fans defended Carter, arguing physicality is part of the WNBA, while others saw it as a cheap shot. The incident sparked a broader conversation about how Clark is officiated in the pros and whether her fame invites aggression. But here's what they're not telling you. This moment highlighted the growing pains of Clark's transition from college to the WNBA, where physicality is a different beast. Stick around, because this next part is huge. 3. The four-point play that wasn't. On January 11, 2024, during an Iowa game, Clark launched a deep three-pointer while being fouled. The shot dropped, and she immediately turned to argue with the referee for a four-point play before the ball even hit the net. The audacity was jaw-dropping, and the clip went viral, with fans from all over the world marveling at her confidence. While the shot counted, the refs didn't award the foul, leading to accusations of inconsistent officiating. Clark's bold move to argue mid-play was polarizing. Some saw it as swagger, others as entitlement. And you'll never guess how it ends. The refs stood firm, but Clark's performance silenced doubters. This moment cemented Clark's reputation as a player who thrives under pressure, but also draws attention for her interactions with officials. It's a pattern we'll see again, and this is where things take a shocking turn. 4. The logo shot that sparked flopping accusations. On May 4, 2025, Clark nearly pulled off a logo-range three-pointer that swished through the net, leaving fans in awe. But the play wasn't without drama. As she landed, Clark appeared to exaggerate contact with a defender, prompting some critics to accuse her of flopping. Critics argued Clark was gaming the refs to draw fouls, a tactic some felt undermined her talent. Supporters countered that she was simply smart, using her reputation to her advantage. The debate raged online, with some calling for stricter rules on embellishment. This incident added fuel to the narrative that Clark's every move is scrutinized, fairly or not, and just when you thought it couldn't get worse, the next moment takes it to another level. 5. The "you can't see me" gesture that divided fans. During the 2023 NCAA Tournament's Elite Eight against Louisville, Clark dropped 41 points and taunted her opponent with John Cena's "You can't see me" hand gesture. The crowd went wild, but not everyone was amused. Some called it unsportsmanlike, while others praised her confidence. The gesture was seen by some as disrespectful, especially in a high-stakes game. Critics argued Clark crossed a line, while fans saw it as a harmless flex. The debate intensified when LSU's Angel Reese later used the same gesture against Clark in the championship, flipping the narrative. This moment highlighted the double standards in how trash-talking is perceived in women's sports. And here's where things go completely off the rails. It set up a rivalry that would dominate headlines. 6. The flagrant foul that wasn't called. In a 2024 WNBA game against the Seattle Storm, Clark was hip-checked by an opponent while driving to the basket. She hit the floor hard, but the refs called only a common foul. Fans were livid, arguing the play warranted a flagrant foul and accusing refs of failing to protect Clark. The non-call reignited debates about whether Clark, as a marquee player, faces undue physicality without sufficient officiating protection. Some saw bias, while others argued she needs to adapt to the WNBA's physicality. This incident underscored the challenges Clark faces as a rookie under intense scrutiny. But here's the part that nobody saw coming. It led to calls for rule changes to protect star players. 7. The technical foul for talking to the bench. In a 2023 Big Ten game, Clark was hit with a technical foul for comments directed at her own bench, not the refs or opponents. The call baffled fans and analysts, with many questioning the referee's judgment. The technical was seen as overly harsh, especially since Clark's comments weren't directed at anyone on the court. It raised questions about whether refs were too quick to penalize her for her intensity. This moment added to the narrative that Clark is held to a different standard. And the reason why will shock you. It hinted at deeper tensions between Clark's fiery style and officiating norms. 8. The no call on a late-game drive. In a 2024 NCAA game against UConn, Clark drove to the basket in the final seconds, absorbing contact but receiving no call. Iowa lost by a point, and fans flooded social media with complaints about missed calls that could have sent Clark to the free throw line. The no call was seen as a game changer, with critics arguing it cost Iowa a chance at the Final Four. Others defended the refs, saying Clark didn't deserve the call. The truth behind this? It's absolutely insane. This incident fueled discussions about clutch time officiating and whether star players get favorable calls, and that's where things take a wild turn. 9. The ejection threat in a WNBA game. In a 2024 WNBA game against the New York Liberty, Clark was involved in a heated exchange with a referee after a questionable foul call. The ref warned her of ejection, prompting gasps from the crowd and outrage from the world. The threat of ejection seemed disproportionate to Clark's reaction, leading to accusations of refs targeting her. Supporters argued she was simply standing up for herself in a high-pressure moment. This moment highlighted the fine line Clark walks between passion and penalties. But what happens next will change everything. It sparked a debate about player-referee dynamics in the WNBA. The overrated chant that backfired during a 2023 road game, opposing fans chanted "overrated" at Clark as she stepped to the free throw line. She responded by draining both shots and staring down the crowd, silencing them. The moment went viral, with ex-users praising her clutch mentality. While not a referee or player-driven controversy, the chant in Clark's response polarized fans. Some saw her stare down as arrogant, while others called it a masterclass in handling pressure. This incident solidified Clark's reputation as a player who thrives in hostile environments. And by the end of this, you'll understand why this is so important. It showed her ability to turn controversy into fuel. These 10 incidents, spanning technical fouls, no calls, taunts, and fan interactions, illustrate why Caitlin Clark is both a superstar and a lightning rod. Each controversy, whether driven by refs, opponents, or her own actions, has sparked debates about fairness, physicality, and the pressures of stardom. But here's what makes this even crazier. These moments haven't just shaped Clark's career. They've elevated women's basketball by drawing unprecedented attention to the sport. Clark's controversies point out systemic issues in basketball, from inconsistent officiating to the challenges of transitioning from college to the pros. They also reflect the growing pains of a sport under a microscope, where every play is dissected on platforms like X. And the best part? we're just getting started. As Clark's career evolves, expect more moments that push boundaries and spark debates. Whether you see Clark as a fiery competitor or a polarizing figure, one thing is clear: her impact transcends the court. These controversial plays have tested the game's rules, challenged its norms, and brought millions of eyes to women's basketball. And the final twist? It's something no one expected: Clark's ability to turn controversy into a catalyst for growth. Stick around, because the next chapter of her story will change the way you see everything. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Stay tuned.